What's going on, everybody? This is going to be this is BS video, because it is. It's a few things. Before I get into that, though, if you have sleep apnea and you're using any Philips Respironics equipment, you need to Google that recall. Just Google Respironics recall, and you get a ton of information. Hopefully one of them is the website that you can go and check the serial number on your device. Now, my device had two serial numbers. The first number showed good, the second number showed bad. So make sure you put any serial number on the bottom of that machine in to verify it's, whether your machine's on the recall or not. It looks like pretty much everything previous to their new machine that they just came out with not long ago is on the list, and there's no end date or even start date of when they're actually going to do the recall or start making the fixes to these machines. Problem is they're going to want you to send the machine back to them, and then they're going to hold on to it as long as it takes them to do whatever. And anybody that drives a truck that has sleep apnea knows on the compliance side, you can't do that. And I know me, the way, with my sleep apnea, just a week without my machine and I'm going to be a miserable bastard. So anyway, check that out. If you use a CPAP, it just pertains to Philips Respironics, Philips CPAP machines. The foam in it can deteriorate, and the chemicals in the foam are cancer causing. If you have a machine and you're seeing black particles around the mask after using it, stop using it, because that means the foam's falling apart. What I did, because I can't not have a machine, is I registered my device, and then just to make sure I don't breathe none of that crap anymore, I went ahead and bought a new machine, just to be done with it. That's more for my health than anything else. So there's that. Now, what I wanted to get into is I've been reading articles, watching videos, and we're talking about the AB5 issue in California. We're talking about now they're talking about putting underride guards on trailers, which is ridiculous as it is. Speed limiters, they're back on the speed limiter bandwagon. Now we've got this insurance hike increase, which is nothing more than an opportunity to put money in trial lawyers' pockets. By suing truck drivers for more money. That alone, that if they get the increase that they're asking for, not only will it put probably a lot of just one truck operations out of business, some of these small fleets, like an F2F or an Advanced Trucking, the smaller Nissan companies, it's going to kill them. It's going to kill them. And before anybody gets on this who's in charge right now bullshit, stop it. Get a life, turn off the TV, and actually do some real research, because I've done that, and let me tell you, it's a perfect mix of Republican and Democrat. They're doing this, and I've always said it, and if anybody knows me, I know anybody in my family knows me, I've said it for years. The two-party system in this country is our real problem. That's our problem. You have just two parties, two main parties, who control everything and are fighting with each other for power. It just is what it is. So whatever your politics, I don't give a shit what letters behind their name. If they're doing stupid stuff, it's just stupid stuff, and it needs to be stopped. And people say, well, what are you going to do? Well, we can do what we normally do as truck drivers. We can just bitch and complain and do nothing. Let's do that, because that's worked out so well for us already. Let's just not do nothing, but we'll complain about it, and we'll blame everybody else for it. But when it comes time to stand up and actually do something about it, we'll tuck our tails and go back to work and keep our nose down and not say a word after that. That's happened, they had the black and blue thing 3-4 years ago. And that was all the big rage, this black and blue compliance week. We're all going to run in compliance. We're going to show them that by running by the clocks, you're not going to get your freight. And it was talked about, made videos about by a bunch of the big names out here. And guess what? Just before it was supposed to happen, they all shut up. They all shut up. Not a word. Not a word. Not a video. Nothing about it. And guess what didn't happen? Exactly. So we can do the status quo. We can do what we always do as truck drivers. We can complain and point fingers, but not do nothing ourselves. Let's just not do nothing ourselves. I got an idea. Stick with me. So I'm going to go over some of the names of these people that are doing some of this dumb shit. First one out, the insurance increase. This is started by, a complete pile of garbage out of Illinois. And yeah, he is a Democrat. His Representative Garcia. His first name is Chuy. Chai, Chu, Chinky, Chubby, whatever the hell you want to call him. This is the guy that's he keeps trying to sneak this tax increase into everything. So if you get a chance, maybe you want to pick up a phone and call Representative Garcia and tell him what a coward he is. I just did that to Joe Manchin about 3 weeks ago. John Cornyn, our Texas, is pushing a 25-cent increase mile tax. That's not an increase, it's a miles tax, similar to New Mexico, similar to Kentucky. A miles tax of up to 25 cents a mile just on class 7 and 8 trucks in Texas. Really? We are not footing the bill for enough already. Let's add more. Sure, we got it. We just got it in droves. Missouri. 12.5 cent increase over 5 years on their fuel tax. Now, we all know Missouri is generally cheaper fuel. It's not going to be any more. And this is a Republican thing. Just so we keep it clear, this is not about politics. They're both doing it. They're both screwing us. They're both pickpocketing us every day. And we keep arguing with each other about who's doing what. They're all doing it. This isn't, no one's got the market on this. Stupid takes many forms, and the letter behind your name doesn't make you smart. Trust me. Why didn't I write down what they did? But anyway, Lucy McBeth from Georgia and John Katko from New York, they're in it together. They're trying to add some bullshit. I'll have to get back to that because I don't know why I didn't write that down. I'm trying to remember exactly what they were doing. But both of them were involved on it. It was an amendment produced by both of them that screws truck drivers. Trust me. Just Google it. Whatever. Oh, the underride guards and auto braking technology. That's another one. That's in the new bills. They're trying to push that. It's in the House version. The Senate version has removed the insurance increase, and now they got this new sleep apnea screening thing they want to do. Because, we already don't have to jump through enough hoops to be able to even do the job. Let's just make it even harder. We got a truck driver shortage. They keep claiming shortage. And we keep finding ways to drive people out of the industry. But yet we have a shortage. No, you have an overdone rule book. You have just ridiculous regulations. And now you're trying to figure out ways to bring people. It's not a driver shortage, people. There's no driver shortage in this country. There's just not. It's a pay shortage. They don't want to pay these guys to come out here and do this job. They don't want to do it. When these guys get out here at this, awesome money they're claiming and realize that awesome money's not there, especially starting out, and wait a minute, I'm working 60, 70 hours a week, and I'm living in a truck, and I can't see my family, and I'm not spending time with my friends, I'm not being able to do what I want to do, and then they want to pay me 40 cents a mile to live out here? Bullshit. That's exactly what they're getting. It's a pay shortage. It's paying conditions. That's the problem. That is the issue. It's got nothing to do with a shortage. I just looked it up a couple days ago. It's like 450,000 new CDLs are issued every year on average. Where's the shortage? These guys and gals are coming out here and realizing it's not what's being promised. And they're walking away. They're like, screw this. If I'm going to average out to $15 an hour, I can stay at home and go work in Amazon every day and get full benefits. It's not a driver shortage, people. It's a pay shortage. It just is. This is what it was. Side underride guards and auto braking technology. Awesome. That makes sense. That let's do that. Listen, the reason I'm making this video is, I'm complaining. I'm doing the truck driver thing. I'm on here bitching. I'm on here throwing a fit. But you know what? Enough's enough. Enough's enough. It's ridiculous. And I've heard people, and this is the one that really irritates me. And if you watch this video and you're one of those ones that want to make this comment, well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to not deliver freight because it'll hurt the country. Shut up. Just shut the hell up. Go sit down somewhere. Nobody needs your bullshit. Nobody needs your pushing your nose up someone's ass bullshit. Because if you're not going to be part of the solution, then get the hell out of the way and don't be part of the problem. The only quiver we have as drivers in our box, because OIDA is out there doing the legal thing, and it's still getting pushed through. They're trying to do it the right way, the legal way, and push back the legal way and talk to these fools, and it's deaf ears is all they're getting. They're not being listened to. I'm not saying they haven't made some headway with some people, but they haven't made a lot of headway with enough of these elected morons. So instead of calling it a strike, how about a 2-day holiday? Wouldn't we all like a couple days off? Wouldn't you just like to sit home, relax with the family, take some time, take a deep breath? The freight will be there when you come back. It'll still be there when you come back. Actually, there'll probably be more of it because of a lot of it didn't get moved. A 2-day holiday. It's time. It is time. Pick a day. Pick a day. Me, at this point, I'm going for August 1st. And if you get this out there and enough people commit to doing it, and we start getting these representatives to poke their head out of their lobbyist checkbook long enough, we might actually get them to see our side of the story. Because in the end, we have the power. We have the power to make change. It is in us. We have that ability. But what we got to quit doing is talking a big game and then not doing anything. Because that's ridiculous. That just makes you're just a moron at that point running your mouth. So August 1st, August 2nd, holiday. Go home for 2 days. If you're a company driver, I get your situation. I get it. But if you can plan your home time for that time, that would be awesome. AB5. We keep getting these guys. AB5. Oh, it's going to destroy it. Stop delivering freight to California, people. We have the power to control this situation. Stop delivering freight to California. It don't pay shit anyway. Freight to California, most of the time, don't pay jack crap. So quit doing it. Now, if you live out there, I feel for you. I feel for you. Don't live there anymore. That would be my suggestion. You're a truck driver. You can go anywhere with a truck. You ain't stuck. I mean, I get it. You got family. You got roots. But you know what? Your state's trying to kill your way of living. So unless you want to change your way of living, you got to figure out something new. Stop delivering freight for a couple days. There you go. Join us August 1st and 2nd. Let's have a trucker's holiday. How about that? All the truckers in California, all the independents in California getting ready to get screwed by AB5, take a couple days off. They happen to fall on the 1st and the 2nd of August. All right. That's the way it should be. Listen, these people will wake up. They will wake up. We just got to show them that we're not playing with them anymore. That we're not just hoping somebody will come to our rescue. Because it's not happening. If you're putting all your hopes and dreams into one or two people, you're going to get what you deserve. Because in the end, most everyone in Washington, D.C., I would say probably everyone, they're more worried about their own self-interest than anybody that voted for them in the last election. Trust me. They don't care. They don't care. The ones that left office don't care. Their main goal is themselves. That's their priority. Every single one of them, in the end, will choose themselves over any of us. They're just greedy crooks. And we need to realize that. I don't care what letter is behind their name. They're greedy crooks. And they're trying to steal money out of our pocket. And they're trying to make more rules that we don't need to live under. It's time that we show them that the truck drivers in this country are in charge of the trucking industry. Not the ATA, which is up the ass of all the mega carriers. That's not who's in charge anymore. And, you know, if the smaller carriers, it's in your best interest to do this too. It is in your best interest to support this. Because these things could affect you big time. And a lot of them could even probably put you out of business. 2 days. August 1st, August 2nd. That's what I'm calling for. Anybody got any better ideas? Trucker holiday. Trucker holiday. Not a strike. No, bad word. Holiday. Let's all have a holiday. Let's all just go have some fun. Enjoy life. Take a day. Go to the beach. Have a beer. Cook out on the Barbie. You know, all these good things you can do on a couple days off. That's my goal. August 1st, I'm going to be home. Or I'm going to be sitting somewhere. I ain't going to be hauling any freight. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Join me. Let's all have fun. We'll meet up some truck stops. Throw some barbecues out. Grab some burgers. We'll have a couple days of it. Party. Party. But don't bitch. If you ain't going to do nothing, stop you complaining. If all you're going to do is complain and sit on your hands, just stop. Just stop. You're not helping. You're not helping. You're just not. So, as always, I appreciate you guys taking time. Be safe. Let's take a holiday.